This is the first time the river safari or the zoo is bringing in the giant Mekong catfish. These guys come from a captive breeder in Thailand, the only captive breeder in Thailand now. Giant Mekong catfish is a protected animal. It is protected under CITES. So only through breeding sources, then we can get these animals. If it's from the wild, no question at all. You can't bring it in. These guys are about 2 years old, 1.2 meters long, and then they weigh roughly 20 kilos each. In the wild, they can go up to about 300 kilos, 3 meters.
For all these Pangasius fish, they more or less need to have moving water before they can breathe efficiently, almost like shark. That is why when we started to take up this project, we actually ran a few trials in Thailand. And we decided that we want to put in 2 battery-operated pumps to create a bit of current so that the fish is more or less more comfortable instead of just a normal fish packing system where you are just pumping pure oxygen inside. We put a big plastic barrel in there because the fish on the pectoral fin there's a spike. So if any time during the trip if the pectoral spike breaks the plastic bag, then it will be gone. So our Thailand manager actually came up with the idea with a plastic black barrel. 4 layers of the plastic bag. And then the last layer is one that is lined with the black bag so that it will keep them in the dark. Any fish will always move to the darkest place when they are not feeling secure. So you keep them in the dark is the best environment that you can keep them in. Okay, we are trying to acclimatize the water temperature so that the fish will not get a temperature shock. Inside the packet, the temperature is about 18 degrees. Our water is about 28. After putting in the ice, it's about 25, 24. So there's still about 6 degrees difference. So now we are trying to mix the water in so that they don't get a temperature shock, they don't get a pH shock. Slowly they will acclimatize to the water before we will wake them up. So now he's still in a semi-sedated state. It's upside down now, yeah. It's just breathing, so at least half an hour before he will wake up. More or less we are trying to run some current through the gills to wash off the sedation so that he will start to wake up. Then gain his momentum, gain his balance, and then eventually start to swim.
Right now, I'm actually taking the water quality of the water right in the tub. So I'm taking a sample of that and also to test a few parameters just like the pH, temperature, salinity and the DO, the dissolved oxygen.
Both of the fish here is slightly injured because of the transportation. So some of the fins are broken. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just trim it off. I have to trim it off, if not, the so-called dead tissue will start to rot and then the infection will occur. So trimming it off is actually much better. After a few days, the fish will recover by itself. It will form a small little callus on the wound part and then eventually the fins will grow back. Later we'll be putting in salt, okay, which is the best medication for anything. So it reduces the osmotic stress. Because the water is now slightly more salty, so it doesn't need to use so much energy to pump water out from the body. And it kills all the parasites, it makes sure that the bacteria doesn't grow as easily as it should. Then after a few days, they will recover by themselves. Actually, medication should not be used unless really necessary. Then we'll just use the harness and put them inside the cement pot. License, yeah?